Isaac here from Snowball Esports with the victorious Destiny 3-0 in the OPL final. How does it feel to get over the line?
Feels really, really good. Yeah, I haven't felt a win like this in a long time. So, yeah, it really hit the feels.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you touched on it on stage, obviously, but you've been in this kind of situation before. You've experienced this kind of stuff and been on the wrong side of it. This time around, you get to do it, Babip gets to do it, and you get to do it, I guess, with this team that had that hardship in the first part of the year. Was that anything that you were thinking about coming into this game, the fact that there was kind of that thing hanging over your head?
Honestly, not that much. I'd say throughout the split, we kind of erased split one from our memory. We kind of just accepted it and moved on. And I think that showed in our regular season how we were a lot more confident. We were changing up top laners a lot. We were trying new things, and overall, we were just a straight up better team this split. I think if we were literally one game off Chiefs from getting first place. So I think we were pretty confident going into this final. We had a lot of preparation. We spent Fantix was all six of us were in a room for multiple hours on end on different nights this week. We were Chiefs had a lot to work with. They saw our draft against Order, and we didn't know anything about them. They didn't play for 2 weeks, so we definitely were on the reactive today. And honestly, we read them today.
No, it seems like those hours in the studio and the office worked out well. I guess the other thing you touched on was the fact that you had that break between the first and the second split. How much did that kind of help reset that mental of the first kind of struggle that you had in 2019? And I guess, was there anything specific that you did?
We kind of did our own things. Steven, for instance, went to Korea and he got 800 LP in Challenger, something unreal. And seeing him do that, and most of us were at home, or Juhoon went back to Korea, but the rest of us went home. I did a lot of reflecting. I know Calvin and Leo did a lot of reflecting. We all considered going to Korea, but we thought that the reason we lost was mainly because of our mentality, and usually the easy route is usually the wrong route. And we chose this team to win. We didn't do that, and we just needed a bit of our time, take a little bit of time off and come to the game fresh. And yeah, that's what we did, and it worked out really, really well. Apart from the fact that you guys came in second instead of first, it worked out about as well as it could. As well as it could.
Yeah, and even then, obviously, you finished with the same record as Chiefs, and then I guess you proved that the regular season doesn't mean that much out here. I don't think many people were expecting 3-0. You guys probably were, or you were hoping so.
3-1 or 3-0, yeah, for sure, yeah.
Yeah, and now, all that kind of preparation was for the OPL final and all that kind of thing. And job's not done yet. You guys get to head overseas now, land in Berlin, up against international teams. You get to watch a lot of VODs, I'm imagining.
Yeah, yes.
You looking forward to it all?
Honestly, yes. I haven't been able to go overseas for a long time. Leaving Direwolves and leaving Chiefs, it's been a long road, and to go to international again is a huge win. We have our analysts probably working on it already. Shout out Jito, he's probably looking at all the other regions, but yeah, it's a lot of research, a lot of time. We'll probably do a boot camp to either Korea or Berlin. Try get as much solo queue practice as possible. We don't want to take any time off. We really feel like we have a shot this time. In previous times, Oceania, we haven't done well internationally. Let's be honest here. We've had a rough couple of years.
Unfortunately,
yes. And this year it feels different. I feel like we can play through all 5 players. I feel like we're all very hardworking. I feel like everyone earned this win. It wasn't one person. In the past, people would say, "Oh, Shern carried Direwolves," or whatever, or King's the best AD. But it felt like all 5 of us bonded together. We played as a team. And I guess that's what showed today. We just 3-0'd.
Yeah. Well, I'm imagining watching through this grand final and how you guys have gone this split. Those fans are probably getting excited to see you on the international stage. When you get to Berlin, and I guess you play through the group stage, is getting to the playoffs of the play-in the objective for you guys? Is anything less than a main event group stage? I don't want to say failure because you're obviously celebrating today, but I guess less than you're expecting?
This was obviously the first hurdle, I would say. It's been our main goal for quite some time. After losing last split, we're right, our goal is winning OPL. So now that we've done that goal, our goal probably will be to make the main stage of groups. Nobody's ever done it before. I feel like dependent on the group draw, who we get plays like a major part. Like for instance, we get RNG, like it is like pretty unfortunate, but I feel like the mentality of our team is that we can beat anyone on like the right day. Like internationally, there's no like, I would say that any team can beat any team on a good day. Like for instance, Rogue could like beat TSM. Like it just like happens, you know. I feel like the meta is very stale. There's not much skill gap anymore in League of Legends. I feel like League has become a game of team and strategy and being on the same page. And I feel like we do that really well. And if we keep doing that and like keep improving at it, we will have a good shot.
Yeah, well, it's the confidence we always want to hear. It always, I guess, raises the excitement when you guys feel like you're going to go well, and hopefully it can this time. I guess you are a team that started at the start of the year. You had that rocky run, and then this time you've come together kind of, I guess, perfectly. Do you feel like there was any kind of element with that, with the veterans on the team? Obviously, you've been around for a long time. King and Triple have had their time on their teams together, Fantix guiding you, and I guess throughout the team, only Fudge is kind of like a fresh face. Do you feel like all that veteran experience has played a part?
Yeah, I'd say so. Like Fudge is insanely good. Like this kid, he
literally
just re-O'd the final in his rookie split. Never played on LAN. Honestly, it's been like a pleasure to work with him. Like I share a room with him, and I've kind of helped him out here and there. Like he's 17, he moved out of home, and like yeah, I'd say we've definitely played a part in his development. And obviously, like I feel like it goes both ways. Him being a rookie and fresh and wanting to win and like play solo queue and work hard. Like he had that mentality that kind of, it helped us because like there were times in the split where we were playing other games and like doing other things, and he was there. He's like, I want to win, guys. Like, why are you playing WoW? Like, why are you doing this? You know, like he made us question things that we didn't question before. And yeah, I would say that we have a good balance of rookie, veteran, and Fantix is, yeah, he's a good coach.
Well, you know, he's led you guys now to basically a top spot of 3-0. He seems like he's got his head screwed on. And I guess just finally, worlds ahead, and I'm imagining all of Australia and New Zealand are eyes on you now. They'll be watching the draw for you and all that kind of thing. Do you have a message for them for the Worlds campaign?
Don't be closed-minded. All right, this is, if we're gonna do well at Worlds, it's gonna be with this roster. Like I don't think we've ever had an OS team in the past that can play through every lane, but we can do it. So if we get a group draw and we see a team can play topside, like we have options, we have opportunities. So we are very adaptable and we can beat anyone on a good day.
Yeah, well, here's hoping, and it sounds like it's going to go pretty well. Cheers to the chat.
Thank you.